Hello guys, my name is Nick and today we're doing the Citroën SM Matchbox number MB51 that was produced from 1972 till 1977. Yes, this Citroën was partly a Maserati and, well, it turned out to be a magnificently beautiful and dodgy V6 awesome car. I want it in real life. So let's get started by looking at this model. It's not even close to being the worst one I've ever done. It's actually in pretty good shape. The interior, well, it's pretty dirty. It's probably a barn find. It's pretty good shape, but it was probably undercover, so a little bit dusty. I'm rambling again. So the wheels, well, they're all kind of snapped off on the inside, and the dog is gone. Oh, so let's read the bottom. It's words, and I obviously can't read, like anybody can obviously see. There is a front, and there you can see the magnificently destroyed wheels. First step, drilling out the rivets. Well, actually the first step was showing the car, then, no, the first step was rotating the car, then showing the car, then breaking the car, and drilling out the rivets. So, after the 3 rivets are drilled out, I take my handy dandy screwdriver and just pry open the base. It doesn't really matter where I pry, the wheels are destroyed, so it doesn't matter if they snap off. In this case, they didn't. My voice cracked. Puberty hit. Woo! So, next, let's see the inside. We have the glass. Pretty good shape, couple of scratches. Going to try something new to polish it. No idea if it's going to work. Well, I do know if it's going to work because this is post. Shh. So, then we are left with the base, the interior, and the wheels. So, let's put that aside. And let's concentrate on the model itself, using my usual amount of paint stripper for I think almost the last time, because today my investment arrived. I'm going to take off paint, if it works, a lot quicker than normal, but I'm not sure if it works yet. We're going to see next week. So after taking out the first layer of paint, you can see there is still quite a lot of paint left and a little bit of corrosion on the roof. So I decided to give it another coat of paint stripper. Another hour later, maybe 2 hours, can't remember. It happened literally this morning and I already can't remember. Yeah, you're getting old when you're getting 22 years of age and you already can't remember what you've eaten literally an hour ago. But oh well. So after taking an old rag, in this case my mom's pajama pants, yes, she got angry when she found out after 5 or 6 videos. Oops. I take my handy dandy toothpick and scratch off the remaining paint in the nooks, crannies, things like that, words, and in the door jambs. And I take my piece of Scotch-Brite and just destroy the remaining paint. Now for primer, I'm using a fine surface primer by Tamiya, like always in white. First, let's give the inside a coat. Also with my new investment, I'm doing air quotes with my hands, I shouldn't leave any paint on the inside of the model. Hopefully, so the result would get a lot better. So after 3 coats in total, I get to the painting step. I used a copper paint this time by Tamiya. Also I used it on my jack. Please click the eye on the top of the screen if you want to see that video. I probably won't remember to do that, but oh well. This paint didn't really go on well the first 2 coats. You will see it right now. I promise I'm spraying it on, but you just can't see. So that was the first coat. You could see it in real life, you could see the sparkle, but I think I used a little bit too much thinner in my paint. Oh well, you can see color, it's changing color, it's rusting. So this is the second coat. In total I do 4 coats because they just weren't really going on. The last coat I just did straight paint, not even thinner, and that actually turned out pretty well. This is coat number 4, yes, this is coat number 4, I didn't record paint. Coat number 3. And obviously the doors, I just remembered the doors open, so I have to paint inside the door jambs, otherwise they would still be white and that's not good. So after I let this paint dry, no actually meanwhile of letting this paint dry, let's concentrate on the base, interior and wheels and axles. First step, I didn't really have to say that so far, but I have to drill out the interior. That's a new one for me. So one, well, not really rivets. One post is holding the interior in the front and one in the back. Then I take my handy dandy screwdriver again, Ooh, my arm, my elbow. Awesome. And then I just pry off the interior, and the wheels and axle are actually attached to the interior. That's new for me. Never had that before. So after the interior is removed, I just literally snap off the axles. Doesn't really matter if they're bent because we're not reusing them, obviously. So I took, actually I got a new toothbrush. Yeah, my teeth really started to hurt using that old toothbrush with a paint stripper on it. So I decided to buy a new one for my matchboxes. So taking a little container, literally a small container of hot water and some soap, and clean out the interior. Now for the interior, this is my Tamiya primer again. This is good for metal and plastic. So after it dries, obviously, I give it 2 coats of a primer, making sure I get under the dashboard because of reasons, and obviously get a nice and even coat. Then, while that dries, let's concentrate on the wheels and axles. On the left the old, on the right the new, some classy-ish, a little bit American, I'm not sure, because they're just nice rims. So cutting the axles to size, because these were a little bit too long, I stole them off a parts car I have laying around, with a bent roof I think it was. I took them apart, took my parts cars apart quite a while ago. And then I just crimp my end of the axle between my vise. Just Superman it and, yeah, destroy it. Then for my interior color I used the Tamiya flat black. And for some reason my camera's moving with my paintbrush. I think my cable was caught on my camera. So we have some nice rolling shots, I'm going to call them. This was all planned. And then let's get to the fine detail. Starting with the 2 door handles. Very nice. Meanwhile, the interior is drying in front of my stove, not letting it bake for too long because, well, it's plastic, it will melt or bend, that's not good. And little Citroën logo on the hood. You can't see it because the light is shining on it, but I promise it's there. Then after that, I took 2 coats of clear coat to the model and made it look shiny. Last but not least, I take my base with the rear lights and paint in the rear lights in red. Well, you guys have eyes, you can see it by yourself. So, a little bit of, I don't know what to say. Also, I'm going to talk a little bit later about the last finished product. Spoilers. What's next? Oh, next is the assembly. So cutting off the tow hook, I should have done that before painting, but oh well. After the tow hook is in, to cut off, I just snap in the axles, make sure the short one is in the back because there's sunken in wheels, and I just skipped it because it took me a while. Then just snap in the interior in the base, snap in the front and snap in the back. Awesome. Next I take my model itself, take the windshield. I did try to polish the windshield quite a lot actually, but I have to really invest in that shining product that everybody uses because polishing is not really for me, it just doesn't work, it's scratched, it's ugh. So we have a finished model. Let's take a look at it before. No, let's not take a look at it before, let's actually drill out something I forgot. I forgot it again, I forgot it twice. I just drilled out the part a little bit further so I can put a little screw in it. So let's take a look at it before the restoration. And no, after you're going to see that it's not really the same paint shop as in the video. What happened is very funny. When I was screwing in the screw, I messed up the paint quite badly. So literally at 3 AM in the night, I just had to repaint it and shot this shot of the after. So before and after. Please leave a like, subscribe, and hope to see you in a future video. Bye.